Kids spend about 12 years or 15% of their lives in school, and even more if they want to go to college. Now, you may not think that's a lot of time, but let's put it in a different perspective. Instead of years, that time spent in education is 105,120 hours. Big difference. Throughout that time, students are put in classrooms and are taught that grades are the most important thing in your life and that everything else comes after it. The current academic grading system is used to evaluate students' performance. The current American academic grading system is not helpful to a student or any generation of future learners. It is being used since 1792 and has been updated continually to suit the next generation's needs, but contains many flaws. First, the grades a person may receive can create a sense of fear to always do good and failure is bad. Henry Ford once said, "Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently." People need to understand that success is not always going to be an option and that failure will happen. It's life, and if educators are not encouraging those mistakes, and instead making them be unwanted, then they fail at their job. Steve Jobs, another famous inventor, said, "Failure doesn't mean you'll never achieve, it just means it'll take longer." Failure is such a negative word when it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be a sign that someone should stop doing something they love just because they get a D on a test or fail a class on it. With no mistakes, a student isn't learning. They're being programmed to perfection. Moreover, the current scale of grading has been brainwashing students, which is not even close to being ethical. Robert M. Pirsig was a famous philosopher and American writer, and he once said, "Schools teach you to imitate. If you don't imitate what the teacher wants, you receive a bad grade. Originality, on the other hand, could get you anything, from A to F." The whole grading system cautioned against it. To cut off originality in a world we need difference and bright people, that's not ethical and is a very ludicrous idea of grading the future generation. It doesn't make sense why the system hasn't been replaced to accept the different styles of doing a project or homework. Neil Tyson, another famous person, said, "When students cheat on exams, it is because our school system values grades more than students value